Today we are given a geometric figure and we are told to find the area of this square. If you stay with me until the end of this video, you will learn the easiest way of finding the area of this square. So let's get into it. What do we know about this geometric shape? We know that we are given a square. Let's call this side A, and let's call this side B. Let's call this other side C, and this side D. And what are the properties of a square that we know? That the side length AB is equal to the side length BD, is also equal to the side length CD, and also equal to the side length AC. Let's call this side S, and the distance between this side and this side, let's still call it S. Distance between here and here, let's still call it S. We also have the distance between this point and this point, let's still call it S. Area of a square is equal to length multiplied by the width. But here we know that the whole sides are equal, the four sides are the same, so the length and the width are equal and we name them as S. Therefore, the length S multiplied by the width S will give us that the area of this square is S squared. So let's note that the area of the square is S squared. The second step is to look at this entire slanted line that bisects this shape into two. And if we try also to interpret this shape, we can see that we are given a square which the whole sides are equal, and we have a line that bisects this square from a point outside the square to another point outside the square. We also can see that one of the side lengths from the top extends to a point outside to meet the slanted line that bisects the square. Also, the line down also extends to meet the slanted line from a point outside, and there it forms an angle 90 degree on the left side and also an angle 90 degree on the right side. These side lengths 4, 10 and 6 all sum up to 20. This is because the slanted length is divided into 3. From this vertex to this point is the first point, and from this point to this point, this line 10 is the second division. From here to here is the third line 6. The total length of this slanted line is 4 plus 10 plus 6, that is equal to 20. This is the total length of the slanted line, that is 20. Let's now redraw this to show that the total length is 20. Total length is 20. From this point down to this point is 20. You know, in geometry, there's always a hidden idea that we need to maybe redraw this, maybe add an extra figure or add an extra information for us to be able to solve this. How best can I solve this? Now, see, if I draw a line from the point of this square outside to meet this side of the right angle on the left to form a rectangle. Remember, we said that this side from this point to this point is S, and the same thing from this point to this point is also S. From this point to this point, we said it is S. That means that this side to this side should also be equal from this side to this side, which is still S. Let's do the same thing on the right hand side. From this point and join it to another line that extends from the end of the square to this line. Yes, we know that this entire length is 20. If we still break it into the original side length, where here is 10, here is 4, and here is 6, we can see that this side length 4, when added to this side length 6, that is 4 plus 6, will give us 10. This shows that this middle side length, that is 10, is half of the total length. So this side length is still S. Since this side length 4 and this side length 6 sum up to this side length 10, that means if I join this rectangle on the left with this rectangle on the right, I should be able to get an equivalent shape just like the square in the middle for us to just have two squares. So I'll bring this square to go and meet this very square. So if I redraw this, so this is our original square 1 from the question, and this is the second square, which is a combination of this square and this square. So one other thing to note is that if the side of this square is S, that means this other rectangle square is S over 2, half of it, whereby this is still S over 2, half of it. So when we we add these two half sides together, we will get this complete S. So 1/2 S of 1/2 S added together is still S. So our second square side length is S. The original vertical length is still S, which is still the distance from here to here. Here also is still S. Here is still S. Here is still S. Remember, we had a vertical length from this point to this point. So we now have a new shape entirely. So this side length is still S. And this new shape, if you look closely, we have formed two right angle triangle. So this is our new shape. So if we add this side length from here to here and the side length from this side to this side, we'll have that the entire length from here to here is 2S. So let's relabel this appropriately. Here is 2S. Same thing with the second triangle. Here also, this whole length is also 2S. And note that this side length is 20. Let's call this right angle, the first one A, and the second one triangle B. So we can now use any of these right angle triangle, either A or B, to find our S, which will help us to find the area. So let's choose triangle A. So this is our triangle A. From the original shape, we know that here is 2S. And this point and this point is S. That means this side is S. This entire length from here to here is 20. That means that here is 20. The next step we need to do is to apply Pythagorean theorem. Pythagorean theorem states that if you have a right angle, such as the one we have here, if one of the sides is A and the other side length is B, and the hypotenuse, the longer side length, slanted side length is C, Pythagorean says that the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the square of both sides. So if we apply this in this, we can see that 20 is our C, 2S is our B, and S is our A. This now means that since C is 20 and A is S and our B is 2S, that means that Pythagorean C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared. So if we substitute, this is 20 squared equal to A is S equal to S squared plus B is 2S. So this is 2S squared. Note, the common mistake students make when they see 2S and will try to square it, they try to do this. See it as 2S squared. If you do this, that means that this square is only covering the S and not two of them. This will give us 2S squared. This is wrong. So this will now be 20 squared is 400 equal to S squared is still S squared plus 2S squared will give us 2 squared is 4. S squared is S squared. If we simplify further, this is 400 equal to S squared plus 4S squared. Note there is a coefficient of 1 here, which will now make this to be 1S squared plus 4S squared will be 5S squared. In order to find S squared, we need to divide both sides by 5. This will now be 400 divided by 5 equal to 5S squared divided by 5. 400 divided by 5 is 80. 5 divided by 5 is 1. 5 divided by 5 is 1 and 5 into 5 is 1. That means that our S squared is 80. The area of the square, which is length times width, where our length is S and our width is S, will give us S squared. That means since we have found our X squared to be 80, that means the area of the square is equal to 80. And this is the area of this square. That is what? 80. If you understood what we did, find the area of this square where this side is 8 and this side is 6 and this side is 14. What is the area? Thank you for learning with me today. Kindly like this video. Comment other ways that you can attempt this question and still get the same area. Subscribe if you have not subscribed to the channel, and always remember to come back for more. See you on the next one.